Welcome to BTD6 Boss Rush Island 4 Guide against the elusive Bloonarius. I don't know why I said that. I'm going to be using a tech bot. You don't have to, I just prefer it, makes it easier. Sauda should cover up this green mushroom, although the placement doesn't matter too terribly much, just set it to strong. And then get a smart spikes. Placement matters even less here. Yeah, you're just going to want it to be off the track and able to hit Bloonarius. Pretty basic. We're going to immediately upgrade it to bigger stacks and be using the Sauda ability. That's what I put the tech bot on, at least. I put it on Sauda. If this video helps you out, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'm going to be going through this extra slow because I wanted to have a good guide for you with a high number. I was going for 100 pops, but I only got 99. Sorry. But anyways, we're going to want to get up a second spike factory around this location. Again, doesn't matter too much, but you know, a little bit higher is better. So faster and even faster production. And now, as this fourth school is about to go down, you're going to want to wait for it and sell for a Moab shredder. Then we're going to quickly want to get up a wing monkey ace and upgrade it to a 4-1-0 Operation Dartstorm. This is going to be able to take out the rushes and help with damaging Bloonarius. I know. Bloonarius spawns in a ton of balloons. I get up another ace. It's not really needed, however, you know, why not? It's not yet at a high level. I just got it up ace, put it on wing monkey. I got a second Moab shredder, and upgraded my ace to an Operation Dartstorm with exploding pineapples. I'd recommend you get this one up to spy plane, but I kind of forget to. And from here on out, you're going to want to have one more Operation Dartstorm than you have spike factories, okay? So we got to 3 Operation Dartstorms, and now we can build a 3rd spike factory, and then we're going to get a 4th Operation Dartstorm. Pretty basic like that. You can see here I'm about to struggle just a little bit to camos because I kind of forgot to get them. So I'm going to get up camo now. Now we're going 4th Operation Dartstorm, and afterwards we can get up our 4th Moab shredder. Wow, the more you know. It's almost like I already said that. Just make sure that they're targeted off the track and able to hit Bloonarius, so you're going to have to follow them sometimes. And after you get up 5 Operation Dartstorms, you no longer have to follow the rule. 5 Operation Dartstorms is going to be more than enough to handle everything. Once you have 4 of these spike factories in this area of the track, you get up a 302 Mermonkey, and then you're going to want to go for the Sky Shredder. Sky Shredder is affordable. Once you're at $24,000, you can sell off 3 Operation Dartstorms and get a Sky Shredder. Make sure, once you have the Sky Shredder, you get it to spy plane. Continue to get up another Moab Shredder, and then we're going to quickly go for a Overclock Engineer. This guy is going to be who we tech bot later on, however for now, we are only going to use one ability on Sky Shredder, which means tech botting it will be very bad, so do not tech bot it yet. Just use your Overclock ability once, and upgrade to Abysmal Warrior. Do not get Lord of the Abyss, it's not needed. The next thing we're going to be getting is a Spectre with the top cross path, as that is why we have one more ODS to spare, right? It's going to be able to handle camos for us, so we won't have to worry about camos. Even if we didn't do this, we would have Sauda, but I like to be extra safe for my guys, alright? Once you get to, I believe, $20,000, you can go for a Flying Fortress if you sell all of your Moab Shredders, but I'd recommend you wait just a little bit longer to be safe. So as you can see, I forgot to sell my Abysmal Warrior, but it didn't matter. I was still able to afford. So then we're just going to work on getting some Moab Shredders. You'll notice that when I got the Flying Fortress, right before I got it, I overclocked the Spectre. This is so that the overclock will have 100% uptime, and I can focus on getting these Moab Shredders instead of getting up a second overclock. Now, what you can do if you don't want 99 pops, if you want 97 pops, you can just not do all these mob shredders and you'll be able to get 97 pops. I am just doing it because I wanted a bigger number for the title, okay? It's just, it helps out with that. But anyways, after you use the overclock on the ace, you only want to get a second overclock. This should allow the cooldowns to be good enough so that, you know, it's separated. If you buy the second overclock before you use the first one, then you kind of have to do some guesswork, and guesswork is pretty lame. I like guides being consistent, as I said before. Have a wonderful day, I hope you are too. I think I can speed up the footage here a little bit. We're just going to go for a Fruit Loop Strike, and I didn't say it, but I did get up an Abysmal Warrior down there with the bottom cross path, and I got a couple of bottom cross path 002 Mermonkeys just to buff the range more. But yeah, pretty much we're just going to be using our abilities as we get them up and making sure that all of our spike factories are targeted onto Bloonarius. And now we get up 9 of these 002 Mermonkeys because we have the money for it, and a little bit of range is nice. It's pretty overkill in terms of range, but I figure why not get it up. So we get a tier 3 or 4 Mermonkey to buff the Spike Factory, who's going to become our Super Mines. And now I'm slowing the footage back down so that we can, you know, watch everything be sold. Once you're at about $30,000, you can sell things to get the Super Mines. You need to have $50,000 in sell value or just money before you sell the Flying Fortress. So if you're one of those people who didn't want to buy the Moab Shredders, then you're just going to have to wait till you have $50,000 saved up. Shouldn't take you long. And for overclocking, we're going to just make sure that our cycle has 100% uptime as always. Quickly get up the final harmonic with the totem up. The final harmonic, as you saw in the last video, is excellent at taking down these bosses along with the Supermines, and then we're going to get the Lord of the Abyss afterwards to buff the Supermine's Pierce. My god, I feel like I haven't stopped talking in the past 7 minutes. Anyways, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you've made it this far, you've actually used the guide, which means that I kind of deserve it. I mean, come on, I got you 97 or 99 boss pops. But anyways, up here, you're going to very soon go for, I believe, another overclock. Or, you know, first, I'd recommend you get the overclock up first, as you don't need this guy for a little bit, but it doesn't really matter too much. Maybe I could have gotten the 100th pop that way, but whatever. Just get another Spike Mines and set it to the back of the track there. Get an overclock for the final harmonic, yes. If you are ever confused on which tower you overclock last between the Super Mines and the final harmonic, just overclock the Super Mines again. The final harmonic doesn't need 100% uptime. The Super Mines definitely should get 100% uptime. Okay, it's your main damage dealer. So yeah. You might be wondering, why are we getting a Spiked Mines down here? We actually are going to get it a step above where it currently is. I don't know why I placed it there. It was a little bit silly, but whatever. So yeah. Round 100 produces a ton of bads, which is why we're going to get up a Endless Glue and be very careful here, alright? So once 89 is mostly the way dead, you're going to want to be prepping, okay? And any minute now, round 90 is coming out, which is like, for some reason round 90 is what spawns in, what is that, like 7 bads? 10? I think that's 10 bads. So yeah, we're going to move the Super Mines down here, get it all of its buffs, and just set it to the back. This is to make sure that, without a doubt, you will not leak, because as many bads as this is, there's no amount of bats that can be taken out with Super Mines right now with all these buffs we're giving it. Alright, make sure it's got the Abysmal Warrior, make sure it's got the Final Harmonic, and you will be fine 100% of the time. And then we're just going to target Super Mines up, and make sure we are overclocking it as much as we can. that is pretty much it. We are going to move everything once more later on. However, that's going to be a much calmer move. There will not be 10 bads coming at us. The rest of the footage is going to be sped up, but pretty much I'm buying support towers. I get up a glue strike, and I'm just supporting, maybe getting in one more pop and making sure that we don't die, because dying is going to cost you maybe 2 or 3 pops. I mean, I believe it is possible to get Paragon on this, but you'd have to be really, really sweaty with the trap farming, and that's a lot of work. So, yeah, I just prepped off getting the super mines into a new position. We won't be getting it into the position until the boss is very, very close to it, because you just don't need to until then, right? You'll have more money by then. I got up a super glue. You just put it on first targeting, and it'll be mostly targeting Bloonarius, but eventually it'll be helping out your defense, just like it should. And if you have the range cross path on the Lord of the Abyss, then it'll be able to buff up your new super mines, who I just got up. Look at that. So yeah, just get it when Bloonarius is really close to your new spike factory, and you'll be fine. Here I decide, because I want to be creative, I go for the balloon solver. I'm not really sure if it dealt a lot of damage. I'll have to, like, do sandbox testing or whatever in order to see how it does against bosses. I'm not sure if that's been nerfed or anything, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. This super glue is able to carry your defense well enough so that you don't have to worry, and unfortunately, we get stuck in 99 pops. If this video helped you out, leave a like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Have a nice day.